The Entrepreneurial Mind: 100 Essential Beliefs, Characteristics, and Habits of Elite Entrepreneurs. Number 7. Ask for help. Tell everyone what you want to do and someone will want to help you do it. W. Clement Stone, businessman, philanthropist. When I arrived at Morehouse College, where I would spend 4 crucial years of my life, I had a huge chip on my shoulder. About a year before my arrival, Morehouse offered and I accepted a full academic scholarship to study computer science. My scholarship was funded by NASA and was intended to groom outstanding math and science majors to work in the space program upon graduation. That summer, before classes officially began in August, I took part in a mandatory 6 week orientation program for the 30 or so NASA scholars at Morehouse. We were elite students and we knew it. Although with high SAT scores and GPAs, we had extremely high opinions of ourselves. These opinions would change quickly. What we thought would be an easy summer filled with newfound independence and fun became a summer of torture. During the program, we took college courses including advanced calculus and advanced computer programming. Our calculus class was taught by a stern alumnus who was stereotypically difficult professor. There was never a right answer. Even when a student offered a correct answer in class, the professor would ask us, "Is that answer correct?" Going to class was like having your fingernails pulled out one by one. Our computer science professor was equally intimidating. He had a different approach, though. He was a soft-spoken, jovial guy, but he would laugh at you and make fun of you if you gave a wrong answer. And he would often digress, talking about life in general. The worst thing about summer classes was our grades. For example, in our calculus class, the best grade on the first quiz was 55, I think. My grade was closer to my age. It wouldn't get much better. The material, pace, and pressure were too hard. The NASA project space program knew exactly what it was doing. It broke us down and it humbled us. As a result, we were all scared to death of college and studied harder than ever to prepare for the first day of real classes in August. Students who had never struggled academically were on the verge of a breakdown at the NASA program. There was mass panic, but everyone tried to play it cool. Some of us formed study groups and curtailed our social activities. Many of us questioned our ability and fortitude to survive and make it through college. Some bailed before the 6 week program was over. The period was especially difficult for me. Through high school, I rarely had to ask for help in my courses. If something gave me trouble, I would figure it out. Now I had to ask for help, and from peers, something I wasn't comfortable doing at all. I thought that was a sign of weakness, and my reluctance to ask for help caused me to pay a high academic price. I learned my lesson as a student thanks to NASA, and I vowed not to make the same mistake when I became a CEO in business. In fact, seconds after I came up with my first business idea as a sophomore, I asked for help. I contacted my good friend and fellow NASA scholar, Chris, to hear what he thought about my company's new name and domain name. Also, before I started another college business, I invited about 5 entrepreneurs to an evening meeting to discuss my business idea and get their feedback and help. I made it a habit to ask for help from day one. Many of those same people continue to give me their guidance today, more than 10 years later. The help I have asked for and received have been invaluable to my company's growth and my personal development. Before long, asking for help became natural. I just had to get rid of my ego. When you start your business, lose the ego immediately. It's the main reason that entrepreneurs don't seek help. An overinflated ego even prevents those who ask for help from receiving it. Rarely do people want to help those who act as though they don't need it. And there's a difference between being confident and having an ego that's too big for your own good. Confidence attracts people, ego repels them. One of the quickest ways to lead a life of mediocrity or utter failure is to think that you can accomplish a major task all by yourself. The self-made man or woman is a myth. Even the greatest business minds of our time had to ask for help. One of my favorite examples is that of Mark Zuckerberg, who asked his parents to help finance his young company. The Facebook. His parents gave him $85,000 in the summer of 2004 to help buy servers for his growing business. The money, according to a lawsuit, was intended for his college tuition. It doesn't hurt to ask, right? Whether it's your oversized ego or your tenacity to be introverted that's stopping you, go beyond your comfort zone and ask for help. Your business depends on it. So, obviously, it can be hard to ask for help depending on your personality, but everyone can't do things by themselves. The bigger things you want to do, the more help other people can offer. So, in this reading, the author was relating, um, a free college NASA project and how all the super smart kids were getting beat down by some professors that, essentially put these kids' egos into check. Um, the kids that, all the way through high school might not have struggled at all, high GPA, high intelligence, whatever. Um, the way the professors treated them, the way the scores were handed out in the calculus course. Um, even though the students were studying, it wasn't enough, and it humbled them. And business can be the same way. If you need help, you have to, study the problem. You have to ask for help. You have to, if you can't do something yourself, you have to know who can help solve the problem, and get someone to, it's their strength, but your weakness, you get um, overlapping strengths so that, your strengths covers up my weakness and my strengths covers up your weakness. That, you end up having a well-rounded team, a well-rounded business that um, you know you just can't do everything yourself. So you link arms with other people that can help do some of the stuff you can't do. So hopefully you found some value in this. Thanks and have a good day.